Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. And on today's video we're going to be continuing on with our forest build, and I'm wanting to work on like a campsite area. I've been getting a lot of inspiration recently online, and I definitely wanted to take everything that I've seen and see what I could actually make. So starting off, I wanted to start right beside where the museum was. I'm definitely going to make like a campsite area. I feel like I want to use the campsite area over here just because honestly I don't know where else I would like put it at. So I wanted to put it over here, and starting off I just was putting down some trees just to help kind of map out where I wanted everything to be at. And I wanted to make this into like a little circle, but I actually found out this was a lot more difficult than what it looks to make. And where I was working in like kind of a tight area, I did miss up a few times, and I did actually end up after a while like erasing what I made just because it wasn't gonna fit properly. But I liked how it looked. I just needed to scoot it down some. It was kind of an awkward moment just because I really was about to be done, and then I realized I needed to scoot it down just because it wouldn't fit where the campsite would be at. So it would look kind of weird, and I don't know, I wanted to make sure it looked really good. I was really excited to make a campsite area just because it brings me back to when like I actually first started playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. You had to have a campsite. I don't know why, you just did. It was just like a big thing was having a diner back when you first started. I don't know why, it was just a thing. And I saw it on everyone's island, so I was like, oh, I had to have one too. And yeah, I don't know, it's very nostalgic to me. But here I am, like I was saying before, I had to erase my entire like kind of circle that I made just so I could scoot it down more. And I don't know, it did work out a lot better, so I was glad I did do that. And I wanted to leave that in there just because it'll show you guys that I'm definitely not perfect, and I do mess up on things. Because stuff like this does happen, and I don't know, I like to leave it in. I don't know, I feel like it makes it more realistic. And here I am actually kind of figuring out how I wanted to do this. I needed to make this a little bit like thicker, I guess, just so it didn't look like it was really small. And I really like how this turned out. It looks really cool. And now over in this corner, I need to fill in everything kind of that I left blank. I need to make sure that I layer everything, and I don't know, so it makes it feel like you're just in the forest and just not some random thing I just put down. I think within the next few videos I will be villager hunting, so you guys let me know who do you think would be the best fit in our forest like core part of our island. I have a few ideas on who I might want, but yeah, it's kind of hard to decide just because you can only pick two, so I don't know, I don't want to feel like I'm just picking my favorites. So I'll like your guys' input, so let me know in the comments below who you guys would like to see in the forest core part of the island, and I'll see if I can land on one of the villagers you guys want. Now that I'm placing down a lot of the trees, I'm able to kind of envision more on what I want to do and how everything's going to look. I wanted to fill in this middle area just to cover up some of the green grass. Sometimes it can cloud kind of what I'm thinking, and I don't know, I just like for everything to be filled in. And looking at it, I was kind of concerned on if this was actually how far it needed to be, and turns out I needed to move it again. So once more I have to destroy everything that I already built and then start over because the campsite won't fit right there if I don't. So I unfortunately had to kick up everything again and restart. So I did do that, unfortunately, but sometimes you have to do that. And I went ahead and actually made the square so I didn't mess up again. So I kind of made the blueprint of the campsite so I knew how big it actually was, and I didn't have to worry about kicking up my paths again, because it does get a little bit tedious after a while, especially if you have to do it, you know, a few times and you have to use like a lot of paths and stuff. It can be annoying, but we got it done, so that's all that matters. And at least this time around, I kind of knew what I was doing, so it didn't take me that long to recreate what I've already made 2 times. So it worked out. It wasn't too bad. Now I'm working on the last path over here, and now what I have to do now is fill in all these green areas. Like I said, focusing on layers and making sure there's height and everything's getting covered to make it look like a forest as best as I can. And I'm really glad I ended up using 3 flowers, because this seriously would have been really hard if I only had 2 different flowers, just because they would be touching all the time. I don't know, I guess it might be just how I am, but I feel like I don't know, it just looks a lot better with 3 different flowers, because it's not like the same thing over and over again. Well, as much, I guess. But yeah, I'm really happy with the flowers that I use, and they look really nice, I feel like. And at this point in time too, I didn't know what I wanted to do on the right side, so I left it bare just for the time being and just added some fences. And now I was just going to put in just some more custom design paths, like I said, just to help fill it in a lot more, just so it didn't look so green, I guess. I don't know. I actually really like these. I feel like it makes the ground pop a lot more. And now that we got all of our custom designs down for the time being, we went ahead and went to Tom Nook and asked about moving that campsite. And now that we actually have a spot for the campsite and we don't have to move it anymore, we went ahead and placed it down and moved to the next day. On the next day, and now it's time for the exciting part where we actually get to decorate. I was really excited to use these kids' tents. I want to use them like everywhere in this tiny library. I think it's super cute. It definitely fits in with the theme a lot, I feel like. And I wanted to make this look like an actual camping site, so there's gonna be a lot of tents and stuff around. I really like the white kids tents. I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like the other ones look a little too like fake. So yeah, I definitely use those. And this big bonfire pit in the middle, I think that's really cool and definitely nostalgic. I really liked using that on my first island when I started playing. And I used these little wooden grates for underneath of the campsite. Thankfully, someone a long time ago on my old playthrough, they said that you can actually put a custom design path underneath of the campsite. So I was really happy when they did tell me that. Here I am struggling, but I was questioning myself if I could, even though I knew that I could. So I was really happy that someone actually reached out to me and did tell me you could do that. And after I was finally done struggling on putting a pathing underneath of the campsite, I did go over here just to fill in the corner some more. I want to make sure everything is filled in the most I can. And now over here too, just to help kind of like cage it off. And on the right side, I did decide just to start putting down some trees and stuff, because I kind of wanted to, I don't know, I wanted to map this out ahead of time just so I knew where I was going. And this campsite sign is so sick. I'm glad that I actually thought about using this. I forgot about it for a little bit, and then I was like, oh yeah, I can use this. It definitely helps a lot because this is a campsite, so it fits. And I just wanted to fill in this area just a little bit more, best I can for right now. And then because right now I don't really know everything's going to go over there, so just for the time being it works. And I did want to place down just some random furniture because this is a campsite, nothing's like perfectly laid out, so I feel like this is definitely fitting. And a tree bounty's lamp just to help give it some light. And over here I still was kind of confused on what I wanted to build over here, just because I mean nothing is mapped out. This is totally random, so I'm just trying to work with what I have, and I only have I don't have that much space, so I want to make sure that I could put as much as I possibly can over here. And you can see some of the trees I'm growing, some of the little baby trees. I wanted to put that over here just to help with some height, and it can show the different layers. I feel like that really helped. And the same thing for over here. I wanted to grab a different size tree, so I got this baby pine tree just to put over here. I feel like it definitely helps, and so it didn't cover up the whole campsite. After placing down that tree, now I had to decorate kind of around it, just like I did for all the other corners, just to help kind of cover up for right now. And I really like how that mountain's looking beside it. I was kind of worried how it would look, but I actually really like it. I wanted to place down some custom design pathing over here, just so it could help me kind of guide on where I wanted to put my trees and stuff at, because I know I wanted to add some more furniture items, but I didn't know where at just yet. So I randomly just started placing down some pathing just to kind of help me map that out, and I could kind of figure out where I wanted to go. And so yeah, I just started placing down all kinds of stuff, so trees and stuff, just to help kind of map out where I was going so I can add some more items. And it actually worked out. I was pretty happy with the shape. I wanted like an organic shape. I didn't want something that looked like too like fake. I don't know. I feel like it worked out into my favor, and I really liked how it turned out. And over here, I just decided to add some more custom design pathing because I will be putting down like another like campsite area, so I feel like it works out. And I don't know, I like how it looks. And just to finish up some of those areas over here, I just decided to place down some more flowers and fencing just to help kind of cover it up some more. I feel like it did do it, it did do a good job at covering things up, and I'm really happy that I'm actually able to do this layering thing, because honestly, I've never made a forest build like this before, so I was pretty excited about it. I did put down a sleeping bag, but it kind of looked like a body bag at first, so I wanted to add a tent just so it didn't look like a random body bag was there. That looks so much better. And to fill in the areas some more, I added some leaves, and I added a little cute like campfire by that tent. I think it works really well. And now that we're done, let's go ahead and do a walkthrough. And that wraps up today's video on our campsite. I really hope you guys did enjoy. I really had a fun time making this video. I really hope you guys did too. And if you guys want to watch some more 4-in-1 content, please make sure that you're subscribed. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And until next time.